Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Gank That Drank, a supernatural drinking game podcast. Want to skip those ads and get early access? Become a member at truestory.fm/join and discover all the other great perks that come with it. Hello and welcome to Gank That Drank. A supernatural drinking game podcast. It's the podcast where we make up drinking games to play along with to our favorite episodes of our favorite show, Supernatural. And then we recap the episode for you. We tell you how the drinking game played out. And then we tell you what's coming up next time. That's what's in store for you tonight or today or this morning or whenever you choose to listen.
Or in whatever subliminal time landscape you live in the future that we don't even can't even comprehend right now.
Yes, you can listen to this anytime you want, in the past, present, or future.
That's right.
We'll be there for you, ganking drinks.
Just like the Friends crew, we'll be there for you.
'Cause you're there for me too. All right.
All right. Now that we've started the show, weird once again.
Yep. That's how we do. That's what you come to expect here on Gank That Drank, is a weird opening and lots of extraneous sounds. But I am Krissy Lenz, one of the directors at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona.
And I am Nate McWhortor, a performer and teacher at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona.
Heck yeah. And it's your episode tonight.
And it is my episode, Krissy. We are talking Season 7, Episode 13, As He Holds in a Burp. Oh, now it's going all the way back down. That's going to be fun later. Okay. Air date, February 3rd, 2012. This is written by Eugene Ross Lemming and Brad Buckner, directed by Jerry Wanek. Oh, Krissy.
You didn't say the name, and we got to go over the rules.
Oh, I didn't say the name. It's the Slice Girls.
That's the name of the episode.
The Slice Girls. The name of the episode is not Burp That Went Back Down. That's going to be fun later. That's not the name of the episode. It is the Slice Girls. That was
season 11.
That was, yeah. That's later on. It's a good episode. It's told from the perspective of Dean's stomach.
Yeah.
It gets real weird. Yeah, this is a fun one. We got some rules to go over. Although, did you, Krissy, look at any of the international titles by chance?
I did, as a matter of fact. So the trivia says that the episode was originally titled Amazon.com.
That's a better title.
And then the alternate title was Knocked Up before they settled on the current title of Slice Girls. But the international titles are from Brazil, the Slicers, from the French, the Amazons, in German, Father's Day, in Hungarian, Secret Symbol, and in Italian, Amazon's Return.
I gotta say the Germans win this one, Krissy. I think Vatertag,
yeah.
Father's Day is top notch. I think that's a top notch name for this episode. Amazon.com is pretty interesting, and even more, I don't know, terribly poignant in today's world. Like in 2012, it was, you thought that was something. You should see it today, guys.
Yeah.
But I like Vatertag.
Vatertag, Father's Day, yes.
Father's Day is a good one. So we have some rules for our drinking game for Slice Girls, because that is what they named it ultimately, was the Slice Girls. Our first rule is someone is sliced and diced.
Take a drink.
Take a drink anytime Bobby is referenced.
Yup.
Take a drink when Sam and Dean talk on the phone.
Now, I didn't know if that was like if Sam and Dean just talk to each other, so I
No,
counted any
just
time they talk to the phone at all.
yes, that is how it's supposed to be intended. Sam or Dean talk on the phone.
Okay.
Dean hits his flask, or Bobby's flask. Anytime we got the Professor, a new wily character who I don't think we ever see
Nope.
again. Anytime we get some red eyes, just
Mm-hmm.
looks like they need some clear eyes, some Ben
Yep.
Stein. Anytime we see a gold dagger, dun dun dun.
And then the bonus rule
What was the bonus rule? I didn't write it down.
when a
No, was it
baby
the
is
birth when the
born.
baby's born?
Yeah.
Yes. I thought I remembered that, but apparently I didn't write it in my notes. Baby born, which only happens the one time. Although I guess I have two other rules. I was like, oh, I should have done these two. Would have been anytime the little symbol is shown, and
Mm-hmm.
anytime the baby gets older. Anytime Emma
Okay.
is older, but
Those are good
you know,
rules. I like
those
those.
yeah, those could be added and wouldn't add too many drinks to this game.
Yeah.
If I were to do a little revisionist on this, so
Although
uh,
they show the symbol a lot.
the symbol does get shown a lot. So that one that may be like an expert level or a sipper if you were to do that. But I think anytime Emma advances in age would be the one I was like, I really should have done that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't seen the episode, you're like, what are they talking about? Emma advances in age. Who is Emma advances? Huh? We got to get into the episode.
Yep. We got to get into that episode after a brief pause.
Are you ready for season 7,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
episode
I'm ready.
13? The Slice Girls. Then is basically just kind of about what's going on in season 7, which we got Leviathan. We're looking for Dick Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy has got the devil in his head and he can't get him out, though that doesn't really come up at all in this episode, which I find interesting because it comes up in like every episode around it, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
uh, Dean is like drinking a lot because Bobby's died, and mysterious strange things are happening around the boys that are helping them, and we've covered an episode where we understand that's Bobby.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much the then. Bobby is referenced, by the way, in the then, so we're taking a drink. Now there's a guy, we don't know the guy, and he's I don't know, he's just at his house and he just gets thrown
Yeah.
around and then gets sliced up, loses his hands, loses feet, someone gets sliced and diced. We also see a gold
Take a
dagger,
drink.
and we can't really tell
Yep.
it's gold yet, but we just know it's gold. So take a couple drinks. Bam. All right. So Sammy's found this case in Seattle that we of course see in our little open. 4 men have been killed in 2 weeks, thrown into walls, hands and feet cut off, and then and so Sam's like, we should do this just to stay busy, and Dean's like, oh, we gotta stay at Dick Roman's. Like, no. So we're
Yeah.
going to Seattle. The boys go and they check it out. They check out the symbol carved into the chest. I love the
Mm-hmm.
coroner, or the coroner's
Yeah. He's
assistant,
such a fun
Eddie.
character.
He is played by, I had no, they don't have it listed, really. That's a bummer. They don't have it listed on the wiki as a guest, but I don't know whoever that actor is. Great job. I guess I
Yeah.
could
Great
IMDb it.
job, you.
You, a guy who played Eddie, the coroner's assistant. Uh, um, but he comes up, he gives the boy something revealing because Dean is like, he's like, this isn't our thing. This is like just a person. And Sam is like, oh, I'm pretty sure this is our thing. And the guy says, there's DNA left at this crime scene that's not human. And Sam's like, yeah, that's kind of where I start to believe it's our kind of thing, Dean, is when they
Well,
find
and
DNA
Dean
that's
is
not
like
human.
still reluctant. He's like, maybe this is kind of in the ballpark of the
The
neighborhood of being
realm
our
in the
thing.
neighborhood, yeah.
And Sam's like, I think when they find non human DNA, that's kind of our thing. And it's like, yeah, it is, Sam.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Dean is being weird.
Uh, but Dean's being weird ever since Bobby died. So that's
It's true.
just
It's very true.
which leads them to Sam's like, all right, let's go hit the books, and Dean's like, you hit the books, I'm gonna go mingle with the locals, and Sam's like, you mean you're gonna go to a bar? And he's like, that you choose to oversimplify things? Sure. We cut to
Yep,
Dean.
because Dean is drinking it up in this
Yeah.
season.
Oh yeah, he is on the sauce. Bobby dying, he takes Bobby dying way harder than he takes John dying.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah, which makes sense in a lot of ways. Um, Dean is at this bar, the Cobalt Room, where he
Mm-hmm.
meets a woman named Lydia, who is all but grabbing his hand and putting it up her dress, basically.
Yeah.
She is on him like the white on the rice.
And
She,
the scene is shot so weird too. It's like all these intense close-ups of their mouths and eyes, and it's very like, I was like, "Ooh, this is like a director's choice." And I get
yeah,
that it's supposed to show that they're like gonna hook up, but I didn't need all that.
no, no, we didn't. If we just cut to it shook me all night long, get the thing done
Mhm.
with. I
Mhm.
do like the setup of like where Dean pretends to be an investment banker, and she's like, oh, the hours, oh, which great moment in the medical with the coroner's assistant where he's like, FBI, you always keep these hours, and he's like, oh, the hours suck, but the benefits. And he's like 10% off all over the counter. Oh, I bet you it's the generic stuff. No, name brand's cool. Just love that
Yeah,
whole
I
little
love that moment.
conversation. I
I
like
I love Dean just playing along and being like, "You've never had a prescription in your life.
anytime
How do
they're
you know?"
like lean into the FBI bit, like the one episode we did where he was like, "Do you want to be a little less defensive about your fake job?"
Mhm.
Like,
And he's
I
like,
just
"The badge means something. You made it at Kinko's."
I do. I just love when they're like committed to the bit wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the bit Dean's committing to is that he's a successful investment banker, which also has terrible hours, and he can speak a little Japanese, basically probably one word,
Yeah.
and then yeah, gets away with. So we then we get to the AC/DC. You shook me all night long, which I just is the most basic song I think you could play during a scene. It's like I don't know. It's very on the nose for Supernatural. Even I think 7 seasons in, it's like
Mhm.
yeah, you shook me on like we couldn't maybe be a little more subtle. I don't know.
Nope.
Nope. But it was a rockin' sex scene. Everyone had something fun to look at. By the way, Lydia played by Alex Canning, Sarah Canning. Um, who was on the Vampire Diaries, and Krissy, I kid you not 35 minutes ago before we started recording or whatever, I was watching Whose Line Is It
Mhm.
Anyway? And she's
Mhm.
on an episode as a guest on
What?
Whose Line. I was like, I
That's
literally
great.
just watched you on Supernatural. Now you're here. So yeah, check that out. It's fun. I think it was on like a deleted the episode was like the like outtakes or like games they don't play. They did forward reverse. I've never seen them do forward reverse
Oh, no
on
way. We play that at NCT
Whose
all the
Line.
time.
Yeah, they did forward reverse. And it was awesome. And I was like, this didn't make the show. It's a bummer. Anyway, getting distracted.
Mhm.
They do the do. Dean and Lydia. The next morning, there's a new victim, which we see a guy. He opens the door and he gets sliced and diced. That happens during the shook me all night long sequence as the
Mhm.
guy gets
Mhm.
sliced and diced.
Yep.
Same symbols, same hands and feet gone. um, and they're at the crime scene, and this is where we meet the lead detective,
Mm-hmm.
Charlene Penn. And she's like, these are just like all the others. They really telegraph who the bads are in this. Like, they're really, like you were
They
talking about
do.
with the close-ups in the bar. Like, it's like, oh, look out for this one. She's definitely
Yeah.
this isn't just random Dean hooks up in a bar scene or whatever. This is like important to the episode. And then
Mm-hmm.
same thing here with the introduction of this detective is like, no. And also, she wouldn't have been there. They wouldn't have called her when the FBI came looking for that body. They wouldn't have called the lead detective to be like, by the way, the FBI is snooping around your case. They just wait till they walk in the next day anyway. Um,
Yeah.
uh, so Sam asks, there's like a guy standing outside, and he tells Sam that like a couple days ago, this guy that just got killed, he got in trouble with his wife because he kind of hooked up with some girl, had like a one night stand.
Mm-hmm.
um, and so now Sam's starting to put together some of the puzzle pieces because he notices like these guys are all around the same age, and like, okay. Uh, Dean realizes that he has left his flask at Lydia's the night before. So he hops on the phone to call her. Dean is on the phone, so take a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll look around for it," but has to hang up pretty quickly because she's very busy. And we zoom out, and dun dun dun, Lydia is
She's
pregnant.
pregnant.
Oh no, what's Dean gonna do? She's also like 8 months pregnant. She's
She's very
the most
pregnant.
pregnant anyone can be. Um, so we then we see the birth of the baby, which that's your bonus. Take your shot, finish your drink, and there's like
And
this cult.
it's very Scientology coded because they're
Oh
like, the pain
yeah,
is a gift. Suffer through it. Don't make a sound. And it's like, oh, thank you, Tom Cruise.
it's all these ladies, and they're just in this abandoned building of sorts, whatever. Yeah, and yeah, we see the birth of the baby. Well, we don't see the birth of the baby. The baby is born, and her name will be Emma, which I think is also, that's like a biblical, I think, reference or Old
Yeah, it's
Testament
they
reference, I believe.
if they're giving the names, if the Amazons are giving them names, they have to have a rhyme or reason to it. And I would
Yeah,
have liked to know what that was.
yeah, we could have
You
done a
know,
little bit
I'm
more of
just
that.
curious about it.
I am too. I like, and then the fact that, well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. When we get to it. So basically the boys need help finding they need help figuring out what the symbol is, and they have this little like back and forth referencing Bobby of
Yeah.
like, we had a guy and he's dead now, so we need to get a new guy. Which, yeah, Sam gets, or Dean gets like really upset. It's funny. So Sam ends up finding the Professor Morrison, who,
Mhm.
it does a little bit feel like they were maybe auditioning this guy to maybe be a side character or something, and it just didn't.
Yeah, cuz he's a huge character in Buffy.
Oh, he is.
He's the mayor
Oh, I did not know that.
in the 3rd season of Buffy. Yep.
No, so I've not watched that thoroughly of Buffy.
Oh, Buffy's
Ah,
great. But yeah,
interesting. Well, I
he's
know.
a
I needed.
Buffy alum.
Okay. All right. All right. He being Harry Groener. So
Yes.
yes, Professor Morrison, a little eccentric. He's asking right away, like, what's the FBI? What are they paying me for this? And the boys are like, the pride in knowing that you helped your country. And Dean's like, and
Yeah.
we'll
Your
put in a
country
word with
needs
the
you.
IRS. Like, yeah, it's. the boys are really like out on a limb on this one, but so he's like, okay, fine, I'll do it. He's reluctant, but his ego gets the best of him, and he's like, I'll do it. And the boys are like, great, we'll be back tomorrow. And he's like, tomorrow? I've taken whole sabbaticals on this. Like, we don't have that kind of, like, people are dying, dude. We need
Mm-hmm.
now. So then he's like, my housekeeper needs a green card.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Bold.
Yeah. Um, Meanwhile, Dean is like kind of just upset that they're having to use this guy. He's like the guy doesn't even know that things are real. You know, he hasn't been given the speech. We can't use this guy, which ultimately I think is true. Like you need someone if you're gonna have someone in that Bobby role. You got to have someone who knows exactly like what your perils actually are going to be.
Right.
So, but yeah, so they reference, but once again, Bobby's reference because Sam says they don't have any other options. Bobby's dead, and they just gotta do what they gotta do. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so Dean is still like, Lydia hasn't called me back. I really want my flask. Also, like again, it's just like totally driven by booze. I don't even think it's necessarily the flask thing.
Yeah.
I think it's like I need my handy drink. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so he shows up at her house, and she's like, "Oh, you're here. Yeah, came for that flask." He goes inside, and there's a toddler in a crib, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't. You're babysitting?" She's like, "No, it's my daughter. It's the daughter Emma." Sam calls Dean while he's there to take a drink. Sam and Dean
Yep.
talking on the phone. Uh, he says that they need to get to the crime lab, but Dean is distracted when he hears literally the baby talking to the mother, and the baby is way too young to be talking in the full-on sentences, basically
Yep.
asking who is that guy. And Lydia is like telling her to be quiet. Yeah. So Dean's a little freaked out now. Back at the lab,
Mm-hmm.
Sam is looking at the last victim, and that's when he's getting interrogated by Charlene, the detective, and they're kind of like they're uh, connecting dots. There've been other cases in other towns. They're like, I think they say Chicago and a couple other
And the
places.
coroner's assistant is like, "Oh, I just assumed you were here because of the connections to the other places in the other towns." And the
Yeah.
FBI's are like, "Yep, that's it. Now, can you tell me in detail everything you know about?"
He's like, of course. Here's all the other things, and they're like, yep, that's why we're here. Um, and they Sam gets he finds a receipt from the Cobalt Room on one of the victims, uh, and yeah, he's like, oh, Cobalt Room. That's where and basically starting to put all the pieces together, uh, and so yeah, they sorry lost my spot.
No worries, no worries.
Okay, so we cut back to Dean, who is now like waiting outside Lydia's house because he's like a little freaked out by the Emma, the talking toddler, or the very eloquently talking toddler,
Mm-hmm.
and he calls Sam. Sam calls him, tells him he gives him the lowdown on what he just learned, and Dean is like, "All right, I don't really have time for this. Like, dude, like I'm freaking out. I'm telling you, like she didn't have a baby." And he's like, "Oh, like you would have noticed." He's like, "Yeah, well, I guess he says that later on, but he's basically like, yeah, no, something's not right here, dude. Like, and I'll call you when I get back." Uh, this is when the the head woman of the cult, does she not look like Catherine O'Hara? A little bit.
Oh, yeah, it didn't occur to me, but now that you mention it, sure.
I think she totally looks like her. And the only reason I know it's not her is because they definitely would have given her a lot more screen time if it was.
Yeah, it's definitely not her.
It's definitely not her, but I just am like, man, especially she looks a lot like if she's wearing a Moira wig, specifically
Mm-hmm.
like Schitt's Creek
Mm-hmm.
Moira wig. So um anyway, yeah, I just think that's weird. So Dean witnesses them taking Emma out of the house, and he's like, oh, that's not that. There's no way. And she definitely like I from somehow from that far away can hear her say mommy and then call her Emma, but whatever.
Yeah, and he's like, but he's really close, and then when he follows right
Like
behind them.
right
So
immediately. He's not very stealthy in his like
no,
loud as hell Impala. It's just like
yeah,
like cruising down like immediately after they leave. And it's no wonder that they knew. I mean, I think that's like the boys are obviously being clumsy because then they like they let on like the Amazons know that they're hunters.
oh
That
yeah, they immediately know. Oh,
right.
there's hunters on the way.
So I would have seen, and that's a scene I would have liked to have seen more. Would have been like them maybe being upset with Lydia for
Mm-hmm.
going out and getting a hunter because now they've put this whole operation at risk. Anyway, we don't know what the operation is yet because the boys are still like struggling to learn anything. So they're back at the hotel, and this is where Dean is like, "Dude, I'm telling you, like, this something is up here. This is very weird. Like, kids don't grow like
Yeah,
that. This is something.
and it's
What's going
like
on?" He's
Sammy's
like,
turn to be like, I don't think so, Dean. You're just a horn dog, and it's like, okay, now who's not listening?
"Right." Dean's like hitting the flask a couple times during this, so take a couple drinks. Um, and this is when the mysterious breeze that is not a breeze blows the papers. I think one
Mm-hmm.
of the isn't this also a beer? A beer goes like he's like, dude, did you drink my beer? Was that this episode, or am
No,
I thinking of a different
that's in a
thinking of a
different
different
episode.
episode.
That's in the shoju one, Party
Oh
on
yes,
Garth.
yes, yes, yes. Uh, which is like two after this, or like just a few
Mhm.
episodes after
Mhm.
this. Um, So, but the wind does blow, but we know it's not the wind; it's Bobby. The paper is around, and the boys have a little argument over like, could it be Bobby? Like, no, we burned him, and he's like, I don't know, cursed object. I'm drinking out of his flask. Like, really could be him. Uh,
Yeah, and
and
Sam just won't believe it. It's the same in Party on Garth. Like he's just like,
right,
it can't be that because we want it to be that. And it's like, really, you would want Bobby to stay behind? Like,
right. Um, We had also I skipped past the scene the second scene with the professor where they go back and he has discovered that it's this ancient text, which of course they know, and it comes from of all places the Parthenon in Greece, which I'm like that seems like a pretty obvious place. It seems like yeah no it shouldn't have taken you that long to like find this if you're like into these kind of studies or whatever. But
mhm.
he's the one who gives us the initial explanation of the Amazons. It's and they're like, oh, like Wonder Woman, like the comics, like no, it's this thing, and like basically their whole thing was that they mate with guys to have girls, then kill the guys so that it's all girls. That's their deal. That's their deal. But I think the one translation that he knew was that it was the actual uh, I don't know Amazon women themselves, not the daughters that are killing the guy. So like basically the boys are they're worried more about Lydia than any potential attack from Emma at this point.
Right.
Um, as far as they're aware, as they're sitting in this, so basically like Sam is gonna go and get this Greek page that the wind has blown to them slash Bobby has shown to them, written in Greek, which they don't read. Bobby read Greek, which how I Dean seems to think it might be Bobby, but the
Mhm.
professor also knows Greek. So we go back to the professor, and Sam gets in there and is like, he's like, you know what? I'll sweeten the deal. We'll pull the wiretap off of you.
Mhm. Mhm.
The
Which he
things
just
that
pulls out of his butt.
this is great. So the professor's start. He reads it. And he's like, "What's with you guys and Amazons?"
Yeah.
I loved every scene with the professor. It was so good. It was so fun. Um,
It was good. I
again,
was expecting him to be in on it. Like, I was like, do I remember him being in on it? Like, he's such a big guest star. He's such a big part of Buffy. Like, is he part of it? But, like, of course he's not. So,
no, and then they don't even bring him back. Like, I think it would have been fun. Um, the official, as per the wiki, the official myth is the offspring of Harmonia and Ares were the Amazons, a tribe of female warriors that had no need for men except for procreation. After being impregnated, they would amputate parts of their lovers and then kill them. And then, yeah, so it was
oh,
Harmonia
yeah,
that turned
because
them into
they
monsters.
eat.
Right. So that's what we have the ceremony with all the girls, and Emma, once after she's kidnapped, back with the all the other babies of the Amazons, all the other Amazon ladies are back there, and they're doing the ceremony where they eat flesh of one of the victims already killed, and they drink some weird milk, and this helps them be connected to the previous something. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little
Yeah.
wishy-washy. No wonder they can't convince, but they get these girls, they're all in their hook, line, and sinker. And I love the pitch. I love the tactic. We'll get to the tactic that Emma uses with Dean. I
Mm-hmm.
love it so much. Uh, but it's a weird little ritual. It's this weird ritual, and I think it is also revealed that Detective Charlene is all up in this as well. I guess that
Mm-hmm.
reveal happens more when she confronts Sam, and she's got the mark on her later
On her
on. So
wrist. Yeah.
that's where Sam has gone. Sam has gone back to he went back to the whatever the coroner's office to.
Mm-hmm.
He was looking for. I don't even know what the whole point of him going back was, but he went back there for some reason. And that's where he runs into the detective, who is like, I could have you put away. And then she gets some red eyes, take a drink. And she chucks Sam. And uh-oh, now Sammy's in trouble.
Yep. He's got to fight the Amazon.
He's got to fight the Amazon. But Dean is back at the hotel, once again, waiting on what he thinks is going to be Lydia. But in fact, it is actually Emma.
Yep.
And uh, she comes in, she plays it great. She's like, I'm on the run. I don't want to be like them. I want to make my own choices. I want to live my own life. Like, it's crazy. They tortured us, and shows the symbol of the burn that she got, because then, like, yeah, we saw the scene then later on where she gets they like branding the girls. Um
Mm-hmm.
and she's like trying to win Dean over, like, by being all sweet. And I really do think it's a great tactic that they sent her in there with, of like, there's no way if you go in there like super aggressive, he's gonna be ready for it. You gotta like try to get his guard down. You gotta try to play to his humanity and all
Well,
this.
because, and we know Dean has a soft spot for kids. Like, he's always had a soft spot for kids. So, I mean, like, let alone his own kid, you know?
Yeah. And so and it's his own, yeah, and that's like, I love, oh, they did show in the then they did reference Dean killing,
Amy.
oh, Amy, to kind of set up what we're going to get at the end of this episode. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so Sammy, who has successfully had the transcript, translated basically to, he learns that it's the daughters, but in the whole kerfuffle and the shooting of Charlene, he like, his phone gets crushed, so he can't call Dean. So he's trying to rush there, and the whole time Dean is there with Emma, listening to her story. And as he's going to get her the fridge, what is in the fridge, Krissy? How long have they been in this hotel? It is so sad. It's a stack of Kraft single slices and
Yeah.
a
Which of them is
burrito.
eating that? Yeah. A half a burrito and some craft singles. Like, who bought the craft singles?
I don't know. I didn't see any bread loaves on the counter. They're not making like grilled cheese or
Nope.
anything. There's no ham in there for like ham and cheese. What? Ugh. And like 2 beers. And like there's like 2
Which we've
beers.
said it before, we'll say it again. The boys need to buy their beer by the case.
I agree. And it's insane. Maybe I don't know. There's no room in Baby for a huge rack of beers. I guess you got to buy a 6-pack at a time. And if you're in hotels with mini fridges, like I kind of get that. You don't want to buy too much. Still, but you're right. The way they drink, it should always be more. So she thinks she's got to get the jump on Dean when his back is turned, getting her half a burrito. She said, but she like Bond villains it by saying like doesn't matter, and then he pulls a gun on her. She pulls out a gold dagger. Take a drink.
Yep.
And now it's you won't shoot me. You would have done it 30 seconds ago. And they're having this whole discussion. They're having it out, and Dean's like really wrestling in his mind. He's fighting it. Sammy's eavesdropping at the door. And when Sam basically realizes he's got his opportunity to get Dean back for Amy in this moment, he doesn't really
Mm-hmm.
hesitate. And he bursts in and shoots Dean's daughter. And she tries, well, not immediately, she tries to be like, help, please, please don't let him kill me, and then he just does it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah,
we
don't let
get
him
a
hurt me.
yeah, we get a nice little BM scene at the end in the car, where Dean is just very like kind of grumpy, and he's like, they're basically trying to like hash out what the difference between Amy and that was. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then Sam is like, dude, I'm just like worried about you. Like, just don't get yourself killed. And he's like, oh, I'll do my best. He's like, what does that mean? It means I'll do my best. Just shut up. And he also has like, he says something else like, oh yeah, he's like, don't, oh yeah, he's like, dude, you're messed up. He's like, well, you're messed up too. You're just like me, just bigger.
Right. Yeah. Just bigger. That's such a funny moment.
He's like, what? He's like, I don't know. I'm tired. So, and then that's the end, basically. Sam's like, all right,
Yeah.
whatever. The boys drive away, and they have a great little monster of the week here, sandwiched in a very myth-heavy season with the Leviathan and Dick Roman and Bobby dying and Sam's head and da 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 da. The
Yeah.
great little monster of the week. We've done so many season 7 episodes, but
Because
I've
it's
enjoyed
such a
this one.
great season. It's such a good season.
Yeah.
It's just chock a block full of goodness. Season 5, season 7, they're like classic perfect seasons.
Yeah. They're the wheelhouse.
So
All right.
how did the rules play out?
The rules played out like thus, Krissy, or at least that's how I think they play. Someone is sliced and diced twice.
Okay, I got 2, but then I put a little question mark because I was like, did I miss one? Because there's so many bodies in the morgue, but we only see the 2.
Right, we only see the 2. So I would say 2.
Yeah,
Bobby is referenced. How many times did you count Bobby being referenced?
I got 12.
Oh, you got more than me. I got 8.
Oh, okay. Well, I took a lot of things as Bobby being referenced.
Every time Dean took out the flask, even if he wasn't drinking out of it, just
Yeah,
mentioning it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, but since I had a separate flask rule, I was like, I'm gonna not count any like reference to the flask, I guess, unless they directly reference Bobby. Anyway, all right. Dean or Sam talk on the phone.
This is the one I think I messed up on. I got 4.
That's what I got.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Dean hits the flask.
I also got 4.
I also got 4.
Okay. Yay. We're killing it.
Hell yeah. The professor. I think we get 4 scenes with him as well.
We get 4 scenes with him, but I also counted anytime they
They
referenced him.
referenced
And so
him.
I got 7.
Okay. We get 2 occasions of red eyes,
Yep.
3 gold daggers.
I got 5.
Oh, I missed a couple. And a partridge baby in a weird Amazon culty tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess if you were to do the advanced Emma age, it would be 1, 2,
3.
3,
3, maybe 4.
4. I would say 5 because you have. I would count her being in womb, in utero,
And then an
to
infant
infant,
to
to
toddler,
toddler, to 5-year-old,
preteen.
to
Oh, to
preteen,
5-year-old.
to 6 times.
So it would be 6, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That would have been a good rule to add to this, I think. If I were to make the game perfect, that's the one I would add.
Well, I love the game. I give it a 4 out of 5 gold daggers.
Ooh, I'd give it a 3 out of 5 gold daggers. I think it needed one more in there, and I think if you were to do Emma's aging, that would be the perfect one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. In retrospect, we should have added that one.
Should have. But what are we gonna do next, Krissy?
Well, ... Up next, we are so this is the last episode of our current season. We're gonna take a little break. We're gonna rebroadcast a couple episodes while we're away doing Savvy Fest and having our busy time of year. Um,
Yay.
we're gonna rebroadcast a couple episodes. So this is our season closer. And so the next episode will be our season opener. So I'm going back to going through the seasons, which I briefly took a break from to do a season 6 episode with
Mm-hmm.
our guest Mandy. So that puts me in season 4. So we're going to do season 4, episode 12. Criss Angel is a douchebag.
I just watched this episode.
Oh, did you? It's kind of a boys light episode. I mean, not really because the boys are in it a lot, but it's the main focus is not on the boys.
No, it's not. It's a great
So
episode,
here
though. It's a
are
classic.
your rules. Here we go. A demon smokes out. Take a drink. Someone gets called an old guy, an old man, or just old. Someone says douchebag. Take a drink. Someone dies.
Someone escapes death.
Ooh, that would be a good one. I didn't put that in. But someone does a scarf pull. Dean plus Bunny, there's a rabbit. We see a tarot card. Your shot, your double drink, your multiplier, your finisher drink is if somebody gets called chief. Or no, when we see chief, not when somebody gets called chief, but when we see chief. And then take a drink for a dorky animated noose. A dorky animated noose. And those are our rules for season 4, episode 12. Criss Angel is a douchebag.
I am excited. I don't even know why I watched it recently, but I did.
Yeah. So Supernatural is no longer on Netflix. It's on Amazon Prime and Peacock.
Nah,
It
I
makes
just
it...
recorded on YouTube TV and have to fast forward through commercials.
Oh, well, Peacock has commercials too, which is
Yeah,
how
but
I'm
you can't
watching it
fast
now.
forward through those, so
No, I sure can't. I have to experience them in real time, and I hate it because when you pause and walk away on Peacock, which I do often, you come back and you have to go through the whole rigmarole again, where you like search for the show, select the show, find the episode, and then restart it. I miss it being on Netflix. Netflix, hear our prayer and bring it back.
Please bring it back.
Please, I need it. So Nate, tell the people where they can find us in real life and see our beautiful faces.
In real life, you can come see our beautiful faces at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona. We do shows on Friday and Saturday nights at 7:30, and sometimes other nights at usually 7:30. But
Yep.
go to nctphoenix.com for all the show information and ticket details.
Yay! If you want to hear more of me, head to the Most Excellent 80s Movies podcast, also a product of True Story .fm, where we revisit the 80s movies we think we love or might have missed with these are grown-up eyes to see how they hold up. And if you're here with us at the end, please consider doing us a solid for the podcast. It means so much to us. Like, rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell your local gang of Amazons who definitely escape and will kill again. And
they don't bring them back.
They never bring them back. They never do.
They bring them back? They even set it up. They're like, "Oh, well, we'll get them the next time.
We'll be ready."
Never bring
also,
them back.
Like, I forgot to say this, but do you think it's like too simple for them to just get shot once in the chest and be dead?
That's also
like, they're vulnerable to bullets.
When it happened, I was like, "Oh, so we're just sure that kills them?"
Yeah, I thought for sure she was gonna pop back up again.
So did I.
Yeah,
but we had to end this thing.
But if you're here with us at the end and you want a little more of a taste of what Nate and Cookie, what was that?
Cookie.
I think I'm having a stroke. Oh my god. Nate, you know what? It's because I was going to say Nate and Krissy are cooking up.
Oh.
So it came out Nate and Cookie. Yeah. Okay. I ganked too many drinks. Become a member at truestory.fm. Click on our little podcast. Click on the little join button. Become a member, and you'll get episodes a week early. They're free of ads, and you get to get a little bonus content with Krissy and Nate where we chit chat about this and that. It's a chit chat of this and that. And you can become a member. We appreciate you. And when you're out there in the world saving people and hunting things, you know the family business. Keep the Gank That Drank motto in mind. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.
I'm Eli.
I'm Chris.
We are the co-hosts of Punk Vacation, an unofficial Vinegar Syndrome podcast. But this is a podcast dedicated to bringing awareness and context to movies of any budget, from anywhere, and during any time.
That's right. Topics range from exploitation, nunsploitation, blaxploitation, incestploitation, exploitation.
We cover Golden Age adult films such as Wes Craven's Lost Porno, interviews with most of the cast and crew at Vinegar Syndrome. Simply put, we love preservation and celebrating movies that would otherwise be forgotten and the people who make that happen.
You can find us on any platform under the name Punk Vacation, except Spotify. Signing off as a proud member of Ryan Verrill's Gang of Misfits over at Someone's Favorite Productions.